Hey friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and today I'm going to be making a necklace with the Voyage to Athens Sam's box and some beautiful SoftFlex in dark blue lapis, which is it's one of my favorites. And I thought it would look really nice with these colors. I am running behind on my boxes. I'm sure you noticed I had not made a video in a while, and I apologize for that, but I was feeling a little overwhelmed and burned out, so I needed a little bit of time off. Not that I don't love doing this, because I do, but I sometimes, even with things that you love, you have to take a little break. So anyway, as you can see, I've got all the beads laid out. I'm just going to read the intro real quick, and then we'll get to making our necklace. So this is called Voyage to Athens. It was the July box. And it says, travel back in time with us to ancient Greece. Imagine after 3 days at sea on Greece's teal and turquoise waters, you step onto shore and take in the sparkling sands of Athens' coastline. The marketplace is quiet today as many are traveling north for the Olympic Games, eager to see who will win honor and be crowned with a wreath of olive branches. After enjoying a warm meal, you stop and pick up a gift at the booth of your favorite jeweler. You can't help but marvel at the intricate goldwork. Our July box transports us to the Athenian coast, Aquaterra jasper, Amazonite, however you pronounce it, and aqua quartz reminds us of the many tones of the Mediterranean, beautifully accented by sparkling sunstone. The anchor honors nautical innovation, while glistening gold melons and carved bicones represent the architectural hallmarks of Greek civilization. Our metal selections are made in Greece, a nod to over 2,000 years of Greek metalsmithing artistry. We hope you're inspired to share what you make. And then they have their wonderful Facebook gem chat group. You can hashtag Sam Speedbox July 2024, Sam, Rachel, and Shira. And they also have, this is a subscription. They do, if you sign up for their texts, you'll find out about the unboxings. They do live sales. It's pretty cool. And I had the pleasure of taking a class with Rachel for Jesse James Bead's summer camp. We did a really cool bracelet, which when I do my finished jewelry update for summer camp, you will see it's very, very innovative, and it looks complicated, but it isn't. But it was really, really a fun project. So that was the first time I've ever really taken a class from Rachel, and I enjoyed it. So anyway, I do want to also let you know I did a video last night, and it was just, I don't know what happened to the video, but when I was checking it before I uploaded it, there were just all kinds of problems with it. So this is actually my second video this week. Um, at the end of this video, in fact, the design I'm going to be doing tonight is the same design that I did last night, but with different beads. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you that necklace, and that is this month's Sam's bead box called Citrus Celebration. So this actually is fortunate because I can show you that you can take the same design and use different beads. So if you find that you've designed something you really like, you can add different beads from different collections, mystery boxes, whatever it is that you get, and you can recreate that, and it'll still look, it's obviously a different necklace, just a different beads and colorway. So a couple things that I love about this box. First of all, the colors. I love the colors. I always think that pictures of Greece are very breathtaking, so I can definitely see the inspiration within the beads. I don't even know where to start. I love these daggers with the gold flecks. I love those. I love everything, really. These Marquis, can't pronounce that. Check glass beads, the sunstone, and the um, Amazonite. Beautiful. Whoops. Don't want that going very far. All the check beads are gorgeous. I really love these. Definitely going to use these. Then you got little hints of copper, like if something was pulled out of the sea and it has, patina on it. And and the Greek pieces. I love these Greek sun dangles. That's definitely going to be a pair of earrings. And then the wreath. And I love that they came out with this in July while the Olympics was going on. So that's pretty cool. I have added some seed beads, but everything else came in the box along with, I've added just some chain and of course the SoftFlex, and then just some crimp covers, crimps, chain, and jump rings, and a lobster claw clasp. So let me explain what we're going to do with this necklace. So I've already cut my SoftFlex. This is a gorgeous color. This is the lapis. It is one of my favorite colors that they have. It's a really nice blue, and it goes beautifully with these beads. You may see part of this stringing wire um, when I finish off the necklace, and I'm okay with that. That's one of the reasons I love SoftFlex. So my idea, let me just straighten these out a bit. So this is going to be a single strand on this side, and this is going to be an asymmetrical necklace, and then I'm going to use some big beads to kind of start the single strand, kind of offset it. It'll be on the right of the person wearing it, and then I'm going to do double strand asymmetrical on this side. So you're going to have a single strand here, and you're going to have a double strand here. And so what I'm going to do right now is decide where I want those big beads to start. So I cut these links the same at first. And whatever I cut away, I'll use later in a different project. But I don't really need two wires on either side. But I'm thinking I want to start right about here and then have a single strand going up that way. So first step is to crimp where you want your single strand to start. So I'm going to let me toss this over. I'm going to grab my crimp bead and I'm going to put both strands through there. I'm pinching with my finger and my thumb, kind of where I want those beads. Um, let's see. I may have to let it go for just a second. Oh, but you know what? I can use my... So if you have a wire guardian, you can do this. And this wire guardian came from Nancy Woodland, which if you watch my channel for a while, or if you're in my Facebook group, you know that Nancy does beautiful polymer clay, and she made these bead stoppers for me, and I love it because I tend to not be able to grip onto the little ones. Let me say it again. The tiny ones flip out of my fingers, so this is nice. She's got it curved, as you can see, and so it's real easy to use, and then it's got this string, so I don't lose them. I can hang them off a hook, and I don't lose them. So I just wanted to give Nancy a shout out because I got those from her last week. And so let me add my... So yeah, use the stopper bead, or if you've got the bead stoppers, you can do that. So here's where I'm going to crimp so that I can then start stringing. There we go. And I am going to cover that with a crimp cover. So this is where... So if I'm doing the necklace, again, I'm going to just line these up Yeah, so that's good. So it's going to be double stranded when it comes from there, and it's going to be single strand this way. So I'm going to go ahead and cut one of these. Doesn't matter which one. Come on. There we go. And I'll probably save this for a bracelet or earrings. Just depends. Try to get as close to it as you can, but I am going to cover it with a crimp cover so that it just looks like a little bead. Or if you have the magical crimpers, you can do that technique right here and you don't need a crimp cover. I gotta find my magical crimpers. I don't know. I moved out of my office into here because of the heat when we didn't have air conditioning, and I'm determined to move back into my bead room this weekend because it is awfully cramped in here. It's so cramped in here, I'm sick of myself. All right, so here we have our single strand and we have our double strand. So I'm just going to put a few beads on this end that I wanted to feature, and I was going to do this one, but I think I have another idea for that piece. And then also, maybe I'll do a nugget. No, I'm going to save the nuggets. Let's do this pretty anchor. And maybe I want to do a blue bead first. Just a small fire polish. I really do love that blue. I think it's so pretty. And our anchor. And then let's grab some of these guys, or one of these, I should say. I'm just gonna put a few beads on this side. I'm not gonna finish it. I just want something to kind of weigh it down so that when I'm working on these other strands, things don't go flopping all over the place. If that makes sense. I love these saucer beads. The colors are just so gorgeous. All right, let's see. Oh, I love, well, let's do another big bead. Let's do a, I want these beads on this side to be a little bit bigger than what I'm going to do on the other side. And let's, you know what? Scratch that. Let's do some sunstone. This is so beautiful. Let me find one that I like. They're all different. So, ooh, I like that one. Okay, let's do that. And I'm going to put my bead stopper back while we work on these other strands, and we'll finish this one. I am actually going to move these nuggets out of the way because I know that they will go flying at some point. But these are really beautiful. They're all different. They're pretty heavy too. So make sure if you have this box, you use a wire that can take heavier stones, which I'm pretty sure SoftFlex can. All right. So now we're going to work on our two strands. And in addition to having the strands, I want one to be lower when the necklace is hanging than the other. So I may have to cut a little bit off on this one. I am going to start with the inside though, and I'm going to do some smaller little sections of beads. And then on this one, we may have some fun with like these leaves and these daggers that hang, because they'll kind of hang off there kind of as fringe. That makes sense. So I'm going to do some seed beads just at this little juncture where it's kind of tight because the beads aren't going to lay right. I'm trying to remember how many I did on the other necklace, but I think I did like 3 or 4, maybe 5. 5 is good. And these pretty little seed beads came from Jesse James Beads. They're selling seed beads now, and I just liked the soft blue. Thought it was really pretty. I hope everybody's summer's going well. And I don't know about you, but it's back to school now here in Texas. And yesterday it was 108. I think I mentioned that. Oh man. So those poor kids, they really can't let them play outside, in recess for that. They have to play inside because it's just too hot. So yeah, I hope everybody's drinking their water, and where you are, I hope you're not dealing with that. But I did hear we're getting a cold front. It's going to be 98 Friday. So I'm going to be pulling out my winter coat, of course. Ha ha. Okay, so now we have our little bit of seed beads right here. So I'm going to start stringing the inside. And like I said, I'm doing kind of an asymmetrical look. So I'm just going to be doing stacks of maybe 3 to 5, odd numbers. If you've watched my channel, I like to do odd numbers. And let's see, I'm going to kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Not really accent, but break them up with these fire polish beads are really gorgeous. Let me just hold those up. Whoops, smacking the lights. I don't know if you can see how those are so iridescent. I thought those would be really pretty in between some sections. So let's see, let's do some of these little nuggets. They pick up the color of the sandstone. Let's do 3 of those. And I may break up some things with these little round beads as well. They look like little pearls to me. The little round drooks from their check, but they're very pearl-like, I think. These also are really gorgeous. These little melon beads. Those also have a lot of iridescence if I can get it away from my thumb. Aren't those gorgeous? We're definitely going to do some of those. We're going to do Amazonite. Oh, I was going to put another one of these guys. Yeah, every time I see pictures of Greece, I just gasp because the water is so blue. So I'm loving this box. I happen to love blue. I gravitate towards that color. In fact, I was kind of laughing at myself because my bead stash, I organize it mostly by color, some by type, and boy, I have a lot of blue beads. So I'm definitely a fan of blue. We also have these little frosty donuts. Those are cute. I shouldn't have said donut. Now I'm hungry. Let's do 3 of those. All right. Oh, we've got these guys. These are fun, these little square gemstones. I think that's jasper. Is that jasper? I didn't do an unboxing, so pardon me for just a moment. I want to see. Yes, Aquaterra jasper. Yep. Love it. Oh, let me grab another pearl. Another one of these. So we're going to string, I'm going to string this side, and I don't really have a plan. I'm just picking in, combinations and sections of color that I like. And when I do something like this, I try not to think too hard about it because I think if you're trying to make it spontaneous, The less you think about it, the better. So it's a very freeing way to design because you're concentrating on color and sections, but you're not really worried about maintaining a pattern. Not that there's anything wrong with doing a pattern. This is just the way I like to put stuff together. I think it's very interesting to the eye to do it this way. But if you want to make it even on some things, go for it. All right, I'm going to add another one of these fire polish. Sometimes it's tricky to see where the holes are in some of these gemstones. All right, I'm going to do 5 of these. Some verdigris kind of oxidized little copper components would be nice with this box as well. And I love these. Those are so gorgeous. I oohed and awed when I saw those. All right, let me do some more of these round. They really do read like pearls, don't they? I think I'm going to do 5 of those. Come here, mister. So I've gotten a couple of projects done from summer camp. What fun projects. If you all haven't done the summer camp with Jesse James Beads, I would definitely encourage you for next summer. And they do have winter workshop um, that they're taking pre-orders for right now. And that's a lot of fun too. It's similar to the camp. You know, you take classes, they send you some gorgeous beads, and you get all your materials, and you get like 8 to 10 classes, you know, depending. And all the instructors are great. I hope Rachel will do another class. That would be. I really enjoyed her class with the summer camp. Okay, I'm gonna grab some Amazonite. I may just stop here. I might do another little section, and then I'm going to work on the this other strand. Let's grab another one of these. Let's grab another one of these. Oh, we have these too. These are really fun. Oh yeah, I like that. You know, just do whatever you want. That's what's nice about it. Whatever, and like, usually your first instinct, it's kind of like the SATs, you know. Your first instinct's usually right. Not that you can't second guess yourself or change stuff, but I find for myself if I just we have these cute little um, fire polish. These are like little 3 millimeter. Let me grab one of those. Yeah, I find that if I just start stringing, and especially when you're trying to do asymmetrical, it's fun to do it that way. And what's nice too is if you're using gemstones, see how these are all a little bit different in shape and color. It really lends itself to that asymmetrical look because nothing's uniform. Just a thought. And I have not forgotten, I know a lot of you had mentioned in the comments you wanted to see some projects with gemstone chips. So I'm working on some ideas for that. All right, so I'm going to stop here for now, and I'm going to concentrate on this lower so that we can do some of these fringy type things. So let's see. Let me grab. At first, I'm going to start out with some smaller beads, and then we'll go into some medium size. I think I'll do 3 of those. I'm loving these colors together. Everything just complements each other so well. Let's do some more jasper. I think I'm going to do little donuts between those. Little donuts. For those that you are aware, you know, my mom had some health challenges. She's doing much better. So I just want to give you that update for those of you that have inquired. And thank you very much for all your thoughts and prayers. Things have been much better. So, oh, you know what? I'm not going to do that yet. So thank goodness for that. Now, if we could just not have the heat, that would be great. Okay. All right, let's see. I think I can start doing some. Let me grab another one of these. Come on. Hard to see those holes. They're so shiny. Okay, so I'm going to do some of these daggers. And I think I'll do the pearls in between. The pearls, listen to me. They really do look like pearls. I may slip and call them pearls again, so okay. Yeah, these are really pretty. All of it's pretty, but they can curate a beautiful bead box over at Sam's. I'm so happy I get this subscription. I do recommend it. Let's see. Let me grab another one of these. I'm going to do 3 of these. That's looking nice. I love the iridescence of those. Let's see. I need to source more of these. Now, that's the other nice thing. Sam's has extras. They let you know if you sign up for their text when they're selling extras from the box. So that way, if there's something you really like, you can grab more of them. All right, and I think I'm going to do some leaves. These are really pretty. I've been doing some shopping for fall jewelry, and so I can do some videos. You know, we're gonna blink. It's gonna be Halloween. I can't believe, like, I know Dollar Tree has stuff out. It's just like, you know, it's 108 out. I have a hard time with thinking about pumpkins right now. Things need to cool down. I guess that's what I'm saying. All right, I think I might try to stagger these. Oh, grab. So these may flip around when someone's wearing them, but it doesn't really. It's kind of the fun of, you know, stringing them this way. But there is a way to make them so they don't move. I'll have to do that on a video, show you. You can anchor them with seed beads or wire, but I generally like the seed bead look. And I think I learned that from Danielle Wicks in one of my Jesse James Beads classes. Let's grab one of these. And grab another. So because these colors coordinate so beautifully, I don't think there's a way you can put them together that isn't going to be pretty. I think I'm going to put some seed beads in between these for a little variety. If you've never tried this technique, I highly recommend it. It's very fun. And it's very pretty hanging. All right. Let's see where we're at. Remove these. Okay, so I think you're going to start to see the idea. So this one is going to be the shorter one. This one I need to make longer, so I think I'm going to need to string to match this. Yeah. Let's grab another one of these. Actually, I may need to take some beads off of this one. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Uh, I think I want to do this one instead because it kind of matches that over there. Same kind of look. That's why I did that. Yeah. Let me do some more Amazonite. More blue. Let's do a couple more of these. Let's see how we're looking here. A couple more beads, I think. Then we'll work on this side some more. Actually, we'll probably finish these off. I'm going to do some seed bead loops, which I think is the easiest way to connect all of this. You can connect any way you want, but that's just what I like to do. All right, maybe two more beads. So I'm thinking. Well, that might, if I do a long one, then that should be, yeah, that should be good. Okay, so going to do a seed bead loop. We're going to connect these with a big jump ring, and then we're going to attach chain. That way you get to see all the beads in the design. So I have some gold crimps. I'm going to put that crimp on there, and then I'm going to put, I like to do 17 seed beads when I make the loops. Just makes a nice shaped loop, I think. I've done as little as 15, but I like an odd number. So that's 4. That's 12. All right. Yeah, that was, I usually like to have more string at the end of something, but this should be fine. If not, we're certainly going to know quickly. No doubt about it. Let's see. Trying to find the end. Okay, so gonna have to be careful here. Ah, there we go. So maybe we'll do 15. Whatever number you do, just do the same on the other other loop that you're doing. Just make them consistent. My, I would have liked to have more play with the string, but I mean the wire. I don't know why I'm calling it string tonight. I guess because I'm stringing. Come on. There we go. All right, so here's my loop. It is a little bit loose, but I'm going to be putting a crimp cover, so that's going to tighten it up. Careful not to squish your seed beads when you do this. I mean, if one breaks, but try not to. It's not the end of the world, though, if you break one. Has happened to me many, many times. So if it happens to you, you're in good company. Okay, so that's this, and I think I'm going to put a crimp cover just to finish it off. I like that you can see this string through the seed beads. I said string again. Wire. Wire, Marcie. Uh, it's late. I'm so bummed about yesterday's video, you all. I was like, oh, I'm going to get a video out, and I know it's been a long time, and then it wouldn't cooperate. So that was a bummer. All right. So let's see. I am going to need to take a few beads off, I think. Well, maybe not. Let's see what happens. So there's plenty of wire here. So I've got my crimp bead, and we'll add our, now we're going to do 15 of these because we did 15. On the other side. On the other strand, I mean. Hello? Boy, they're popping around like popcorn. Come on. There we go. I think that's 8. Yeah. Or more. I'm a little bit stubborn. When one runs away from me, I try to get it anyway. Okay. So this will be easier because I've got way more string. Man, wire. Words are hard tonight. I had a lot of meetings today, so in my day job, so I had to do a lot of talking. I think my mouth's tired. We have a lot of new salespeople in my company, and they have lots of questions because they're new. And I want to make sure they get good information, so that requires explanations, and then that, you know, requires lots of talking. Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh, yeah, that'll be good. Let me put another crimp cover on. I like using my bent nose pliers for this. I forget who showed me this, but I know I saw it on a YouTube video. Might have been, I don't know who that was that I learned that from. Anyway, I like it because I can see easier than with straight nose pliers. But I'm still kind of cattywampus with smashing them. All right. And then let's go ahead and add our large jump ring. So that way we have all that done on this side. Then we'll move to the other side and finish stringing. And actually, I'm going to grab another jump ring for attaching the chain. Oh, you know what? I did that wrong. I want this one to go here. Not the large one. Not yet. All right. Uh, y'all, I think your girl's tired. We need to attach these. So yes, large jump ring, like I said earlier, before I second guessed myself. All right, and then I'll attach this smaller one after we get the chain. All right, so let me move some things around so I'm not flinging beads everywhere. I'm really trying hard not to fling beads, but you know. I don't want to speak too soon, but I am amazed I haven't done it yet. But hey, video's not over yet. Okay, so I'm going to take off the bead stopper, and this is what we have. I just want to, so I'm probably going to string, let's see, maybe to about right there. All right, so we're doing bigger beads on this side, so this will go pretty quick. Let me do another saucer. Let's do a nice chunk of gemstone. And then let's do let's do one of these. I'm gonna put a little donut. Little donut. I think that'll be good. All right, so let's make our loop on this side. Crimp bead. And we'll do 15 on this side. Four. That's 10. Two more. Okay. Yeah, this one's going to be a little dicey, but I think this one's longer than the first one I did, so. Whoops. And you want to make it super tight. You know, you want the beads to not be stiff. So you're going to have a little bit of give. All right. Again, watch your seed beads. Cool. Let's add our crimp cover. Oh. All right. Yay. Now we'll do okay, let's see. So I have two pieces of chain. I cut them previously, so they're the same length. So same length. We're going to oh, there's my lobster claw. Okay. So if I'm wearing this necklace, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put the lobster on this side. And I'm going to put the hoop this side. So I'm going to use a smaller. It's looking nice, isn't it? I like this color so much. Really do. Okay. So we're going to attach our chain. This is like a basic cable chain that I got. It was in my stash. I don't really remember where I got it, but I like to find different kinds of chain. So this is what I mean when you're wearing this. or whoever, if it's a gift or something, you'll see all the beads because the chain is going to be the part that you have behind your neck. So this is where the lobster claw is going to attach to, is this big ring, or you can do a soldered ring and just attach with a jump ring. All right. And now we're going to attach this one. Let's see. Almost done, guys. So thank you so much if you've made it to the end of this, or this part of it. I appreciate you. If you're new, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. I'm going to put all my links in the description. I have a Facebook group called Marcie Creates, and we'd love to have you over there. I think we have about 618 beautiful souls in that group. Okay. And I post right now this year, I'm doing, if you're new, or even if you're not new, I do post a palette challenge where I post a color palette that you can work from for the month. And I do that on the first of every month. Okay, so cool. Let's see what we have here. So let me attach this. And you can use a toggle. You don't have to use a lobster. Those are just my go-to. So here is the necklace. So when it's hanging, you're going to have this one's longer. So all this is going to hang down. And then your, other side's going to have these big beads. So that's really where your focal is. But it's like an asymmetrical design, and then you've got one strand and then a double strand. And you can make this longer if you want. You can make the necklace longer. I mean, you do you. But this is just the technique that I used on the citrus uh, citrus celebration box, which I'm going to show you. Let me turn this way so you can get a nice view this way. So this is our chain. It's not very exciting, but you can see all the beads. And I think it turned out nice. So stay tuned for the other necklace that I made with the citrus celebration box. And that way you can see this design with two different types of beads and two different colorways. Okay, so let me pull this. So this is what I made last night's video that I didn't get to publish because it wasn't behaving. But this is the citrus celebration. This is this month's Sam's bead box. And as you can see, I used SoftFlex on this as well. I used, gosh, what was the name of that color? It's green. And I don't know what I did with the spool. But, oh, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Well, I will try to link the green color in the description if you're interested. But I did use the same seed bead idea in the chain. And these are, of course, different beads, but same idea. We've got the one strand, and this one I actually made longer. So this is a good example of a longer one. And these juicy, lovely colors. This was curated by Deb Floros. She collaborated with Sam's Bead Box. It's a really beautiful box. If you have it, I'm sure you're loving it. And if you don't, check out Sam's Speedbox or sign up for those texts. I think they're selling some of the extras this week. So now you've seen that design in another colorway, and I'm sorry I couldn't get you the video. It just didn't happen. Let's just put these side by side so you can get an idea of the variety that you can do with the same kind of idea. So I'm actually glad I have two of them to show you. You know, we made one on the video, and you see the one I made yesterday. So that's kind of nice to have a comparison. And yeah, it's a great way to, you know, string a little differently than normal. So I hope you'll give it a try. I hope this inspired you to give some asymmetrical designs a try, and also to do the one strand and then the double strand. So with that, I'm going to say good evening. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I love to read those. I don't always respond but I try to. I really do. And please know that I do read everything, and I appreciate you. Do check out my Facebook group, Marcie Creates. With that, I'm going to say have a nice evening. Take care of your sweet selves and your families, and be safe. And I will see you on the next video, which will not be such a long wait for you as it has been. I promise. All right, so take good care and have a great morning, afternoon, or evening. See you on the next one.